Hello, my friends, and welcome to the NU Digital Classroom. If this is your first class with me, I'd like to welcome you in. I know this is the first day of course access, so I wanted to just make a quick video to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what to expect in what's going to be coming up, and also to just, I know people have questions around like the syllabus and textbook, and I'm going to talk about lecture style, assignments, stuff like that. And over the next couple days, I'm going to be getting the course site populated, and but I just wanted to kind of hit some things that I think people might be worrying about or thinking about. So the first thing I want to talk about is the syllabus. As the screen suggests, look at me, I'm all nervous because I'm trying to one-shot this in this Prezi. Okay, so yeah, the syllabus. Put it over my face for some reason. I have the syllabus basically done, but I want to get it a little bit more established with links and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I want to ask you for maybe another day or two to get you the syllabus. I'm going to give you over the next couple days a real kind of solid plan of what I want to do in the components of this course. And the reason for that is because I want to approach this topic about coaching mental health as at as deep of a level as possible for me almost, and through us in this learning experience, and like to try to get to this level of like, well, okay, these last few years have been rough on people, and if you're an emerging professional, and I know some of you are coming from nursing, some of you are coming from psych, some of you are coming from CHFS, and I think it's early learning, and but it's all with this focus of like, how can you have therapeutic influences on your community, and how can you actually like go into situations where people have been struggling and like add meaningful value that's growth promoting and fostering of like, success long term in all these different outcome areas, right? All the areas that you're focusing on in all your different projects, whether it's health related or social welfare related, or like psychotherapeutically. I want to look at mental health as like this actually massive issue that sort of ties together a lot of things. And to do that, I want to take a really deep look at humanity and what it means to be human, and what it means to be a human being that lives in a social world, and what that the pressures related to that, and what psychological tendencies we can fall victim to, and patterns we can get trapped in, and how understanding that in ourselves is actually the key to helping to cultivate it in others, and how this idea that in a course like this it sort of has to be training the teacher a bit, right? Like that a lot of you are going to take a course like this, and a lot of you, and I hope that it just, if anything, I humbly kind of just hope it adds a couple things to your toolkit as you move forward, right? A couple ideas or some theoretical underpinnings. So that was a ranty way of saying that the syllabus is almost ready. I have like I have it basically ready, just accept the kind of week by week breakdown, which is kind of the core of it. But I already like know what I'm doing with assignments and all that kind of stuff, and the dates and everything, and I'll get that to you again ASAP, like either today or tomorrow. This is kind of a rushed first video just to touch base with you and just welcome you. And I looked through the class roster, and it's really interesting because like about half of you, maybe even a little bit closer to 2/3, are students that I absolutely recognized and like I know from past courses, and then the rest are new students. And to you, I'm really interested to get to know you, and with a course like this, the kind of projects you're going to be doing, I'll know you significantly more when this course is over, because it's a pretty small class. I think it's about 30 people. Next thing I wanted to chat about for a sec, textbook. There's 6 textbooks for this class, and they're all expensive. And that's my dad joke that wasn't very good, and that if I wasn't doing this in a one-shot Prezi, I would edit out. There's no textbook in this class. I'm not going to make you get a textbook because of the different topic areas and the kind of uniqueness of some of the approaches we're going to be looking at. I'll be providing all the stuff, okay? So everything that you're going to be needing for this course, I'll either be providing directly from my own collection or archive or whatever, or through links to your library. So there's a lot of stuff that I've like wanted to share with you that I've found digital access to through your library, so I can put it on the site. So basically I've just kind of tried to construct this course so that you don't have to buy anything. It's basically as simple as that. Okay, lecture style. I hope you like my lecture style. I should have thought of a better way to say that, but like, I am gonna try to be sort of myself, and I think students that know me know that. And it's like a course like this is a very personal course, sort of, right? And it's like because a part of me talking about how we can foster mental health in others is how do we develop it in ourselves, and how do I develop in myself. And there's this like, and then there's this weird dynamic, obviously, of it being like through video and being through previously recorded video, right? So it's like I'm going to be making original content. There's a couple of scenarios where I'm going to use stuff I previously recorded on two specific things, and I'll explain why, and there's a reason why. But I'm going to be creating lots of new video content, and I'm like playing with some new things. This is just Prezi that I'm using for this presentation, which is actually kind of cool. And then but your lectures are going to be like video style, where I'm doing kind of longer presentations, where my idea would be like you'd be kind of taking notes. Or also, and they're going to be, I'll put them on YouTube, I'll put them on the course site too. So if you don't like going to YouTube or whatever and you just want to have the Blackboard site, everything will be linked to there. And if you're wondering maybe why do I put it on YouTube, it actually goes back to when I started at Nipissing, and there was limits on how big the files could be, right? I can only upload up to a gig, and like these files, like the last file I did on this site called Coaching the Mind, since it was a recorded Prezi, was like 11 gigs. It was like I'd have to make that, 11 parts or whatever to put it on the Blackboard. But if I put it on YouTube, it can just be a link. So it just was like a functional thing. And it's just kind of become the NU digital classroom. Yeah, some of you already know. Um, and again, it's like this is. I hope you find this kind of cool. Like I'm doing this from my basement and my office and in or my office slash like this is the chair my daughter plays Minecraft in. I'm recording it into the big screen. I got the laptop over there, and it's like I'm gonna try to do my best to deliver this course. And I've been like a teacher teaching psychology related stuff for a long time, and anyways, I'm excited to get into it. My lecture style is going to be a lot of basically presented PowerPoint turned into videos, but I'm going to try to do it hopefully in an interesting way. And I'm going to take some chances. And, I've really enjoyed my experience with Nipissing students so far. And I think like you're an awesome group of people. And yeah, if you're familiar with my teaching style, and you're taking classes with me, then you sort of already know what to expect. And if you're new, I'm basically going to try to present things through this like pre-recorded lecture format, almost as if we were in person. I'm a very lecture-based teacher, not a big like facilitator and activities kind of teacher. And so yeah, I'm going to try to recreate that as best I can in this kind of format. And this kind of brings to this one of this last ones. Oh, yeah, I got one more. Assignments. That in this course, I'm basically going to do 4 assignments, make them each worth 25%. We don't have to be like super complex about grading schemes and stuff like that. And with assignments, I really want you to. One's going to be a film review. One's going to be like a fact sheet around mental health practices. I'm going to explain all this way better later. And then 2 are going to be kind of responses to these 2 presentations I want to do. And I'm going to give you the option. And if you've been in my class before, you'll know that sometimes I like to give the scenario where I give you a question and then I give you the option. You can either do it as a written paper, or you can do it as like an audio podcast, kind of audio essay or audio journal, or you can do a video, right? So I like to open that up. So I'm going to do that with 2 of the assignments. So there'll be 2 assignments that are sort of like kind of traditional assignment, topic focused assignments, and then one thing that's like a film review, and then another thing that's like a fact sheet activity thing that I've devised that I think will be pretty cool. So my idea with this course is I understand too that like some of the majority of questions I'm getting are related to a central kind of worry that I think I can highlight as spring and summer are starting. Your lives are busy. People are doing a ton of different things. This is a condensed course, so I think people are maybe a bit concerned that like I'm going to show up on this first day and assign you 300 pages of reading for next week. My goal with this class, a special interest class like this, isn't that. It's to push yourself to dig deep into some things and to maybe explore things from different or deeper angles, and to maybe push yourself. And some of my students have taken classes before, maybe try making a video response to something. Maybe we all make fact sheets around these different mental health practices, and almost create like a library of them. And it's like, I have some ideas for this class that I think will be pretty cool. And I think if the students that are new to the class kind of buy in, and I would love to actually get a quick email from somebody if you want, and just like tell me a little bit about who you are, and a little bit about your story, because it's like, and you don't necessarily have to, but even just like hey, it's cool to be in the class, blah blah blah, because it's like it's easier to teach when you're talking to specific people almost, right? And yes, you can kind of see this as like a rant. The presentations will be more tight because I'll be doing it in PowerPoint, and I kind of do it slide by slide. So if I get way too ranty, sometimes I'll just re-kick the slide. But this video, we're at like 11 minutes, not too bad. You can reach out here. It's like, you all already probably have access to this, right? But if you need me, I'm super available to meet with people or whatever, especially now because this is like a very small class, and my college teaching isn't as intense now. I'm not teaching in the spring term. So welcome to the course. I'm going to end here, and again, this is just my quick like touch base video, because I just wanted to let you know that stuff's coming in the next couple days. I'll have my first presentation coming soon. You don't have to be doing anything immediately. I'll kind of try to lay it out in a way that's not going to be overwhelming. You're not going to be hit with tons and tons of readings in this program. Maybe some readings, or of course maybe readings related to your specific projects. But what's going to be more expected is that you consume this video content, right? So instead of giving you tons of readings and then I just kind of talk about it, or I don't know how other teachers do stuff, what I'm going to do is give more elaborate presentation, or more like longer presentations. And that's going to be the main thing. And the point I was going to make before is, people are busy. It's like, since it's on YouTube, there's nothing against, like, I've had students before that when they're cleaning their house or something, they're listening to the lecture, or when it's like, consume it how it makes sense for you and when it makes sense. And if anyone's having any issues, reach out. And welcome to the course. I'm going to end myself here, and see you in the next video. Cheers.